The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
Carson-Newman baseball is ready to begin its season with Coach Tom Griffin. I'm Michael Watchering for the Eagles Sports Network. Eagles play 3 games against Limestone on the road. Coach, what makes for a successful weekend for you as you travel to visit the Saints for, I think, a 4th straight year?
Successful week. Good to see you, Michael.
Good to see you.
I know you're going to be busy this spring. Successful weekend is keeping as many guys healthy, COVID-free as we possibly can to be able to make this trip. They are super excited, as is Coach Wiley at Limestone. They're just super jacked up to get the season started. And so to see their reaction, and usually it's happening sooner. They know it's happening. They're really excited about it. As coaches, that's pretty fulfilling. That they're going to have the opportunity to do something that a lot of people thought may not have happened.
When you look at how your roster plays out, it feels like you have a lot of guys competing for a lot of different spots. What do you want to see from maybe the positions that are still open here in this first weekend?
Well, I think like any early part of the season, you got to kind of figure out what your lineup's going to be. And it's never the same lineup from day one to the last day. There'll be some changes for various reasons. It could be injuries, it could be performance, could be outside influences that create a change in that lineup. Obviously, we have to add COVID into that situation now. And like our travel list had to change just because of, a recent young man who got COVID or at least quarantined. So, we told guys, you got to be ready because that roster is going to change as far as traveling or dressing out. We all have to be ready, and I think they've done a great job with that. We were supposed to play 4 games. We had to move it to 3 games this weekend just because of weather. So, you'd like to get as many games as possible to give guys opportunity, and we're still going to do that. I mean, bottom line is, yes, you're trying to win ball games. You're trying to compete. At the same time, you got to learn about your players, and that's easy to say in practice what we see. But I've had some guys that, practiced were okay. You put them in games and the idea of competing against someone, and man, you saw another switch get on. Sometimes you can't see that against each other. You see it when they go to battle against someone else. So we've got to give them that opportunity.
You get a Limestone team that is in the SAC, but this is a non-conference weekend. Very good lineup over there. They were 5th in Conference Carolinas last season in terms of batting average and runs scored. How do you use this as a barometer for your team with SAC play a few weeks away?
Well, even SAC play, Conference Carolina, the teams that we play, the Division II schools in our region, they're all competitive ball games. I mean, there's not the parity's really pretty good, I think, and competitive. Listen, I love Coach Wiley and his staff. They're great people. Love going over there. They treat us really well. You know what we're going to get as far as the type of team. They're going to play the game, and at the end we're going to hug, and probably can't hug this year, but we're going to fist bump or whatever and go on our way. But there's a lot of respect for both teams and both coaches, and that to us is good. So we don't have to worry about the noise, the crap outside, the kids at the end of the dugout who are going to bark because they're not going to play. And this is the only way to gain attention is they're going to sit there and just say things to the other team. Something I hope we put an end to. I mean, that's up to the umpires to do, but that's another story. But you're looking for people that compete, but not have all the garbage and not allow 18 to 22-year-olds to act a fool. And I know when we go to Limestone, it's going to be a competitive ball game for us.
Coach, thanks for the time. Best luck this week.
Thank you, Michael. Good seeing you again. Oh, by the way, the Super Bowl, I lost out on my Bills.
I lost out on my Rams.
Okay.
But I think we both feel pretty confident with the Chiefs. Although you can't bet against Tommy.
No, but we can't bet. But
we can't bet, but
I'll pick Pat too.
Yeah. He's Carson-Newman coach Tom Griffin. I'm Michael Watchering for the Eagles Sports Network.